Welcome to the NFT Basement Show. My name is Project, and I go by Project 4. I am the founder of Project 4 NFTs, and I will also keep in mind that nothing in the show is ever financial advice, and everything is for entertainment purposes only. I'll pass the microphone to my co-host.
Hey everybody, what's up? What's up? What's up? I'm Krystle and I am the community manager of Blockchain Bullies NFT. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We're actually having an earlier show today because we have a very special guest today, a queen to my heart and the apple of my eye, the trading expert herself, the one and only Dr. Hill. And we would love for you to introduce yourselves to the audience. Take it.
Hi everyone, my name's Dr. Hill. I'm happy to be here. Thank you, Krista, for the opportunity. Thank you, Project Correct. Did I get it right?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Thank you guys for the opportunity. Actually, honored to be here. So I'm looking forward to the interview. I'm looking forward to being here. I am driving, so apologize.
Just got it's okay, Queen.
Martial arts class, so.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We just want to thank you so much for being here. So do us a favor and tell the audience just a little bit about yourself. Like, tell us, who is Dr. Hill?
My name's Dr. Hill. I am in the process of separating from my spouse, but I have 2 kids, and I'm retired military. I'm also a counselor, mental health therapist by day, martial artist by night, and fitness instructor. I also like to trade. So I've been in the network marketing business since 2005, but it wasn't until I came into the place that I'm currently at that I felt like I was in a space that actually worked, for me consistently. So I didn't even know that I would enjoy trading until I started doing it and trading the foreign exchange, cryptocurrencies, commodities, metal, as well as the indices with, NAS, SPX, US 30, those different things that we see in the news. And I was like, okay, this stuff actually could be a thing. One of the best things that I loved about that portion is the fact that there were a lot of people doing it that looked like me. And it's always fun to do something where you can do it with people that actually relate to you. Because I've been in numerous ones and haven't had that, but also there are a lot of people that are willing to help you within this space. And I'm a person that wants to help people mentally as well as physically. But being able to do this is a bonus, trying to help people reach financial freedom and remove the poverty mentality is like huge. I'm all about looking up instead of down. And if you are looking down, you got to grab somebody to help pull them back up with you. John Maxwell says you can lead from the middle. That way, if someone's at the bottom, then you can bring them up and you guys can go to the top together. So I love John Maxwell. He's a famous leadership coach. Most people know who he is. I model a lot of my leadership principles from him. I was a leader in the military for like 10 years. So coming in this base and stepping into a leadership role was a little different, but no matter where you go, but the principle and how you lead are still the same, and no matter what industry or what group that you place yourself under. So John likes to say, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So if you don't care about me, it doesn't really matter what position you're in. You just have a title, but you don't actually show that you care. And I try to do both, because if you show that you care, then I provide influence towards you, and that'll get you to do things that you would never want to do, versus somebody just telling you to do it because of the position in which they hold. So I love helping people. I always tell my clients if I don't make you laugh, then I'm not doing my job. So if I don't make you smile at least one time, then then I'm not doing my job. Because, you know, John Maxwell says it again. He says a smile is inviting. So ask yourself, if you sit back and if you're upset, right, and everyone else is like sitting there, then you notice the room changes when everyone's upset. But what happens if you're upset and everyone else is happy? It's like the energy is infectious. You can sit at your kids or your spouse or significant other or even a friend, look right across at them. You'll be pissed off, right? But as soon as they smile, what happened? You like, oh, I'm trying to be mad right now. I'm trying to be mad right now, but you can't. So it's like, it's literally infectious, but it's also inviting, because you allow the person to come into your space. So, and it's easier. And the Bible says that laughter does the heart good like medicine. So if you're smiling more than you're being angry, you do know that you spend more energy, negative energy, and you take years off your life being more negative and angry and upset than you do actually being happy. You actually add more years to your life by being happy and choosing that lifestyle, by choosing to get that stuff out of your life. And you become healthier too at the same time. So that's a little bit about me. So
Yes,
I'm ready
queen.
for the next question.
Yes, queen. Project, before she got here, what did I tell you about Dr. Hill? I said, when she comes and she brings the power, she brings it. It's like, I can listen to you for hours. I swear I can listen to you for hours.
Thank you, sweet.
But just, you're welcome. Thank you. But for the audience, like, I want you to explain to them, number one, like, what is trading and what got you into the world of trading?
So basically, you know, trading, this goes back to, like, you know, the biblical days, like before they had money, you know. So what they did is, in order to be able to get certain things, they had to trade like their wealth they had, and then they traded the things that they had to be able to get something else. Like if they had cattle or sheep or, you know, food, you know, things of that nature, they were able to trade, you know, those things back and forth. So coming into this space where we not only just trade stocks, but we also trade the foreign exchange market and the cryptocurrency market, you get to trade multiple assets and still be able to make some form of money, because this is a $7.7 trillion market, maybe a little bit less considering what's been going on over the last week. But it's still trillions of dollars flowing through this market every single day. So the fact that you can get a piece of it if you were able to come into this space is like amazing. But one of the best parts that I love about this trading and the platform that I'm a part of is that we get to trade on the buy and the sell. So we don't just make money when it goes up, but we also make money when it goes down. But the educational platform that I use allows you to be able to learn how to trade like the banks do. Because if you don't think about it right now, the banks are trading your money. If you have a savings account right now, just know that the banks are trading your money, and the banks are they make billions and billions of dollars off of your money. So why not get into this space and make a fraction of that? So that's one of the reasons why I got in it. When it was broke down to me like that, I was like, what? I said, no wonder. And then these are the same people that be trying to regulate how you can get a loan, how you can get a car loan, how you can get a mortgage, but yet they trade your money without your permission. They don't ask. They just take your money and they trade with it. So why not learn an opportunity? I ain't talking about YouTube. I'm talking about educational opportunity that teaches you how to make money like the banks do. And that's one of the reasons why I love to trade. Being able to trade cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is my boo. Me and him be having a love-hate relationship sometimes. I be saying some stuff.
And I love to hear all about it.
Yeah, I be trying to send him some sweet nothings, and he sometimes, you know, do what I tell him to do. Sometimes he do like T-Pain. He go up and then he go down. and then he be taking all of my money sometimes. But there are times that, he hook me up. Sometimes I give him that good, and then I ain't no stripper, but he in love with me. So, but it's a beautiful thing. I just love being able to learn, and be able to teach people. So this is a skill that once you learn it, that nobody can take it from you. It's just like riding a bike. When you come into it, you're gonna have falls. You're gonna have the bumps and bruises, and some of us we're gonna have get gut punched a few times. If you ever been in a fight, you already know what it's like. When you get gut punched, it takes the wind out of you. But the fact that you keep going every day, you keep going hard, you keep saying, I gotta do this. This gotta work because I have family, I have a legacy, I have people that are dependent on me. Like my goal is 750 million lives to be impacted towards the 1 billion that the company leaders are looking for. So it doesn't matter who you are, as long as I can make that impact. That's what I'm out here trying to do, whether you're on my team or not. And I just, I want people to follow me because they want to, not because they have to. John Maxwell says positional leadership is a good place to start, but a terrible place to stay. So I don't want people following me just because of my rank or position, but I want people following me because they see the value in which that I have to be able to influence them to become better people, to become better traders, to become better individuals. When you come into this space, trading is not just about money, but it's also about a way of life. As you continue to do this over and over again, you start to see yourself within this space, and you have no choice but to become a better person. It's just fact. If you're trying to go where you need to go, you got to change. You can't do insanity, like doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same results, because at some point you got to change. So, and that's one of the reasons why I like to trade and what trading means so much to me, because I just look beyond the dollar value. I look at the lives that are going to be changed. That means so much more than any price tag. You can't put a price on peace. You can't put a price on joy. A lot of people fake the funk having money, but they're not free on the inside. They may be financially free on the outside, but they're not free on the inside. And this space exposes your weaknesses and your strengths, but it also brings out the best in you. So, and that's one of the reasons why I like to trade. And I try to teach the same thing to my team or to the people that I'm mentoring one-on-one. So.
I love it. You have a question for Dr. Hill Project?
I do. Dr. Hill, so my question would be more like, so what advice do you have for someone that is new to cryptocurrency and has no idea what Bitcoin is, but wants to get to the market? What would be your advice for them?
Yes, that's a good question.
So if they want to get into cryptocurrency, but they don't know much about it, I would say you could look up what is crypto. Figure out the foundation in which it came from. I know the platform that we're a part of, that I'm a part of, they teach you from the ground up where crypto came from, how it came about. But I would say if you're trying to get into it, one of the easiest places to get into and use and start with Coinbase. That's one of the largest crypto blockchains companies that people get into, and they can put even $10 in can make you something. It's just really you got to go with the mindset of, okay, I don't know much about this, but I want to learn. There's a lot of information out there about crypto, a lot of negative information out there, but one of the reasons why people love to trade it is the fact that you get a higher ROI, which is a return on investment, versus putting your money into like CDs or mutual funds. But they don't give you the higher ROI like crypto does. So I would say if someone's new, trying to get into crypto, either find a platform, an educational platform to get into that teaches you what crypto is about and how to trade it, how to understand it, but also get you a crypto portfolio. So you can at least build it. Although you do make money when it goes up, but it is okay. But you're doing it for a long-term investment. We don't want to do it for short-term gains, because now with the IRS trying to get into stuff, unless you hold it for at least a year, they will be trying to tax the heck out of you if you make some money off of it and take it out quicker than you should. So that's just a food for thought, just in case y'all want to know that. But I would say, if they're trying to get into crypto, Coinbase is probably the best base place that they can get in, and you can literally get in for, like $10, even $100, and be able to still make some money off of it, spreading it out through different cryptocurrencies. But getting into an educational platform that teaches you how to do it. YouTube is good, but YouTube has a lot of stuff that's outdated. So I would say that do some research and just find out what cryptocurrency is, what is blockchain, and figure out, okay, so now I kind of get it, and just start watching news. There's a lot of news on it, some good news and some negative news too, but it definitely will give you that return on investment if you're willing to stick it out, not try to go in for the quick bucks, but actually you want long-term success. I like to say, every time I ask God about wisdom, I like the Solomon blessing. I say I don't just want to be able to obtain wealth, but I also want the wisdom to be able to sustain it, but most importantly, duplicate it. You want to be able to duplicate your efforts, not just get the money and then lose it. You want to be able to do it multiple times over and over and over, because that's how you compound it.
Yes, I love that.
And Dr.
Go
Hill,
ahead, were you gonna say something? Like, I know I see something coming out. You're like, let me go.
You read my mind, because when you said you should hold your investment for at least about a year, because I have friends who they get into crypto because they know that I'm into cryptocurrency, and so that they get an account, they buy some crypto, and they're like, why am I not making any money? And I'm like, when you invest, you need to hold it for quite some time. You're not gonna. This is not where you just gonna make money in 7 days. Gonna withdraw your money out.
Yeah.
So, like, what? With that being said, like, what would be like a good time for someone to withdraw their money? So it would be like a year, right?
Yeah, at least a year is what they're saying. As far as IRS, you're still gonna have to pay if you take it out, but the taxes are not gonna be as crazy when you file, at tax season. Because remember, when that money comes out, you're gonna have to pay taxes on it, whether it goes into your personal account or your business account. So let's get that straight. You're still, because you took the money out, you're still going to have to pay taxes on it. So, and obviously if it's not over a certain amount, really don't trip. But if you're talking about taking out like 10, 20, 100K, now that's different, so it's
I wonder what the percent is on that. Like,
it's like, I think they said like 33. So that's a lot.
So can you imagine, you take out 100K, you're giving the government 33,000.
Well, it's another way for them to regulate stuff.
Of course.
They want
in so bad. They want in so bad.
Yeah, they want control. This is why they're trying to make these different laws and all this other stuff with cryptocurrency. And this is why so many of these countries are starting to realize that crypto is going to be the future, period. There's no way you can get away from it or get over it. It's going to be, ETF is going to approve it on every platform, and when that happens, BTC gonna go to the darn moon. I ain't even gonna get into it, because you get me talking about crypto. It's gonna
talking
be like
about her man over here. Don't talk about her man over
here. Of talking, right there. Because one thing I love is me some crypto. But you did mention something about, you take your stuff and you invest it. So one of the things that you can do if you do invest and you make a certain amount is you want to use the art of leverage. I know that one of the academy, it's called a DCX Academy. And one of the things that they have an ecosystem, and the ecosystem talks about leverage. So what you do is, like, if you put $100 in, and let's say you make another 100, now you've gained 100% of what you put in there. But instead of taking it out, you leverage that 100 and either hold some into the current currency you have, or divvy it out between the other cryptocurrencies that you can buy. So then now, when it goes up again, now you're making money double the time instead of one time on one currency. Now you're divvying out in other currencies. And what if those are doing well, but that other one's not? Now you're still making money in multiple places. So that's the part of the leveraging part. And then you're leveraging the money that you make through them, like the interest, versus you having to keep putting money in it yourself.
Guys, listen up, okay? For the audience members, if you guys have questions, feel free to drop them below, and we'll be more than happy to ask Dr. Hill some questions that you guys have. Real quick, we want to do a little competition. I'm going to ask Dr. Hill a personal question, guys. And the first person to head to Blockchain Bullies NFT's Discord, which you will find all the links below if you are streaming this. If you want to head over to that Discord, get ready to answer this question. The first person to answer the question is going to win 5,000 bully bones. What you can use with these bully bones is you can buy NFTs, buy IRL, which is in real life items. All right, guys. So get into the Discord immediately. Dr. Hill, for the audience, tell tell everyone watching right now something that nobody would know about you, something personal that nobody would know that we would just find so fascinating and awesome.
I used to have a huge crush on Christopher Reeve.
Oh.
I used to have a huge crush on Christopher Reeve. If you guys are a DC fan, you already know who Christopher Reeve was. You know he's no longer with us.
But okay, guys, so you heard it. Whoever heard what Dr. Hill just said, the queen herself had the crush on Christopher Reeve. Okay, that's the name. Head to the Discord, answer the question. Who did Dr. Hill have a crush on when she was younger? Go. All right, so getting back to this, Dr. Hill, I want to know, like, what really sparked your interest in the crypto world itself? Like, what really got you interested in it to begin with?
Well, my other business partner that I have, he had got into crypto, and I didn't know what it actually meant to be in crypto. But he was like, yeah, get into Bitcoin. And that was when, I'm embarrassed to say it, but that was when BTC was like at 2,000, 3,000.
Something crazy.
I was only in it for like a couple, like maybe 6 months. And I got my little gains, and then I got out, and, and I wasn't thinking, like, if I had held that $500 investment, Lord Jesus, like 10 years ago, if I had held that $500 investment, just where I'd be right now. Not now, but now.
Right now.
Yeah, if I would have held that, but I know when I was getting ready to come back into this space, because I have been looking for something like this, that like God had whispered to me, and he said, before I came into this space of trading, he was like, you got to get your crypto portfolio back right. I was like, what crypto portfolio? I ain't been in that thing. Like, ooh. Yeah. Yep. So and little did I know how much crypto would change the world over the time span that I had been out of the loop. So to where people are literally doing business deals over blockchain. So it's just amazing to see what it's doing and where it's going, and just seeing a lot more people adopting. I mean, only about, we could say before they used to say 1%. So we'll probably say like 10% maybe if people actually know about cryptocurrency and actually understand its true meaning. You know, but it takes time for you to understand the price action of it. You know, you got to watch the news, and over time, as you continue to study it, you'll learn its sentiment. So did I answer the question?
No, yeah. I just get I get lost in like the way that you speak, because I like want to keep listening and listening. I forget that I have to be the one asking the questions.
and you know, Dr. Hill, like back then, investing into cryptocurrency wasn't like today. I remember back then it was a lot riskier because the way people were explaining it was like, okay, you know, it's internet money, but you can't use it nowhere. You know, it's like there's only like certain places you could use your Bitcoin with, and people were the way they were explaining was like, you know, it might disappear, it might not, but now it hit 10,000, and then it went up to 20,000, and we're like, okay, you know, maybe this Bitcoin is here to stay, and now everybody's trying to buy Bitcoin, and now with the market going down and people are just getting scared and running away, what would be your some advice for somebody that bought the top and it is currently like looking at the chart right now, and it's just blood everywhere?
He said, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Well, if I never came into the space that I'm in, I would probably be afraid too. However, with the comma, that's what we used to say in the military, and obviously that's proper English. I'm freaking excited that crypto has dropped, because I came in when it was at 40 something back in at 40 something K, and the fact that it's going close to near pandemic numbers is like, I'm super excited, because the platform that I'm in teaches us to buy low and then sell high, not buy high and then sell low. So because you make more money that way, you make more money that way. So the lower Bitcoin is, you should be getting into it. You should be putting little $5 here, $5 there. You know, old folks say, let me hold some. Get yourself in there and hold something.
Facts.
So get your little stake. I'm telling you, that $10 gonna take you somewhere. You know, put 100. You know, every time you get paid, just put little $5-10 in your portfolio. That stuff will add up for real. And the way that the market is moving, I can't tell you stuff right now, but the way that man, I mean, I get goosebumps just even thinking about where myself and my family could be in the next 6 months based off of being here right now. I mean, there's never been a greater time to invest. I mean, we're looking at it as a negative thing and as a like, but this, but that. Man, just trust God, trust yourself, and just take a risk. But trading is always going to be a risk. There's always going to be, you take a risk every time you get in your car to go to work every day. I mean, so if you're basing it off the money, you know, you take a risk by going to a job that you might get fired the next day. Nothing is guaranteed, you know, but if you take your stuff and you invest it and you leverage it and put it in something else and put it in something else and put it in something else, now you're letting it work for you versus you work for it.
Yes.
Now, Dr. Hill, you said that you're excited right now because the market is going down and it's red when everyone else is losing their mind right now. Why is that?
The reason why is because when we hit the flow, like the song say, get it on the flow, get it on the flow. It's gonna be time for us to go up. You can't stay low for too long.
Yes.
So at what goes down must go up, and vice versa. What goes up must come down. So at some point it has to go back up. It has to go back up. And if you're getting in right now,
your stuff gonna be looking raw. What Tiffany had to say, it's gonna be looking nice in the next 6 months.
Yeah.
If you stay patient. One of our educators say, he says, you stay patient, stay disciplined, and the gains will come. So if you stay patient and you stay disciplined, putting your little something in there. I just bought me some Solana the other day. I said, yeah,
I know.
because I'm like, oh, I can buy it at that. What? So it's just that's one reason. So for people that are like, like, man, Doc, I only got like 300 in my account right now, and I still got to pay this bill, and it's half of that. Okay, take 50 of that and invest it in some 25 in BTC, 25 in ETH. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. You will turn around and be like, what? That's it. And man, that's why I'm excited, because I knew in February that the market was that goes with training your eye, but I knew in February that they were trying to go back to where they were this time last year, and I was like, they were thinking they slick. Have you ever seen Coming to America? I was like, I was like, they think they slick. And look at where we are now. They're literally trying to push back down to where it was around February, March, but because of the whole NFT blowing up and China doing the banning of the Bitcoin mining, and then now we're in inflation, so a lot of that stuff affects the way the market moves. So, but at some point we got to rebuild. We always got to have some stuff that brings us down. That's just a part of life. But to be on it on the right side this time, there's no greater time to get into crypto than now. Like literally, there's no greater time to get into crypto than now. And as your stuff continues to grow, then you can invest in NFTs and other blockchains and other companies and other things that people are dealing with crypto in. There's like so many other cryptocurrency derivative from Ethereum, which is going to blow up even bigger than Bitcoin at some point, because more people are developing different things under that umbrella. That's just going to take that one even further. So it's just no greater time to be in where we are than right now.
Yeah.
And Dr. Hill, I asked that question because I can relate to you. And when I see the market going down, that's when I get so happy, and I'm like, yes, like finally I could buy back in, because I sell the hype. When the market's going up and everybody's getting into crypto, and that's when I sell. And I'm waiting for that market to go down so that I could buy back in. And so I was getting tired, that seeing it around that $50,000 price range, because I'm like, man, if this thing goes down to like say 20,000, 25,000, I could buy back in. And right now is a good opportunity. And even if we do go into like a 4-year bear market, like people say, or 3 years, hey, throw a little $5 in there, $10 in there, sacrifice, say McDonald's once a week and throw that $10 in there, and it'll add up.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Dr.
I got
Hill,
about 10 minutes, y'all, because I have
I just wanted to say thank you. I wanted to say that you are like an incredible role model, first of all, especially for women. At least, for me, especially, you make me feel so empowered, and just listening to you, it's just, I mean, well, I like highly respect you. I think that you're an incredible, person inside and out. And I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here with us. I do hope that everybody that has tuned in really took a lot of value from today. I know that I did. And I will tell you guys this. I tell you guys all the time, Dr. Hill is one of a highly respected leader in this space, guys. So I really want you guys to rewind this, watch it 3 times, ask questions. She is going to be available for the community on May 17th. I want everybody to attend. It's going to be a very, very alpha conversation. So it would be awesome to have all of the bully, the blockchain bully community there. I also want to say thank you to Project for allowing this to, all to take place and for giving us the platform to do this. And Dr. Hill, thank you so much. I love you so much. You know how I feel about you. And I just want to thank you. I thank you. Do you, wait, before we leave, can you please leave the audience and Project and I with like a famous Dr. Hill quote, like something that'll like make us feel good before we go.
Oh, you put me on the spot on that one. I'm trying to think of.
Okay.
I say stuff all the time.
I know. You always like bring the heat. You bring the fire.
I would say as you leave here, just remember to care more, about others than you do yourself. But in the midst of doing that, don't forget to take care of yourself.
There we go.
A lot of times we get so used to taking care of everybody that we forget to take care of ourselves. If we hadn't learned anything from COVID, is that self-care is just important as for the individuals around us, just as much as it's important for us. Because at the end of the day, the only person you got is you. Because when you came in this earth by yourself, you're also going to leave this earth by yourself. So why not take care of yourself?
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much again, Dr. Hill. You guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We want to just say thank you so much for being here with us.
No, thank you both.
We will catch you all on the upside. This is Krystle with Blockchain Bullies and Project.
We're proud. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.